Hello, good morning, dear students. How are you all doing? So, today we will discuss a very interesting and a very important topic, that is how we can improve our spoken English. Now, I'm sure like many of you must be having some, a lot of thoughts in your mind, like why ma'am wants to discuss this topic about, how we can improve our spoken English. And I'm sure some of you might be curious also, like why do I need to, study about this topic? Because already my schooling is from English background, or maybe some of you went to a different board where English was not a medium of interaction and all, or maybe you never got such chance to interact with your friends or maybe with other people in English. So a lot of you might be having a lot of thoughts in your mind that why this topic we have to study today. See, English is a very common language nowadays, not just in India, anywhere, any part of the world you go, you will find English speaking people. And English has become, it's like a common language. So, irrespective of your caste, irrespective of your background, from wherever you come, you are at whatever level, but you have to have now the basic knowledge of English language. And English is so important to the extent that it is very commonly said that a person who doesn't know or who is not comfortable with this language, that is English, is almost, you can consider him handicapped. So if you can imagine a handicapped person, you see him on crutches which helps him to walk. Similarly, if you are not comfortable in this language, it will be very difficult for you to survive in the job market. And whichever specialization you say, whatever you do, but you have to have working knowledge of English. It is very, very important these days. And as far as the placement goes, companies nowadays, mostly the companies have global presence, and they're not just limited to one city or one country. They have branches all across the world. So whenever you are interacting with people across the boundaries, across the geographical boundaries, so English is one such language which is common, which will help you to interact, and it will be very easy for you to express yourself and also understand what the other person is trying to say. Whereas if you are not very comfortable in this language, it will lead to a lot of limitations on your side, a lot of professional limitations, and you won't be able to put a good impression on the other person. You will not understand what he's trying to say to you. It will impact your productivity because आपको समझ में ही नहीं आएगा कि काम कैसे करना है, अपने आप को कैसे present करना है इंग्लिश में, how you can confidently speak in front of people in English. So, understanding this language, learning this language, knowing the basics of this language is very, very important. And when we talk about any language, अगर हमें कोई भी language सीखनी है, so basically there are 4 parameters which you should know. That is listening, speaking, reading, and writing. So we call it LSWR, which is listening, speaking, writing, and reading. So आपको ये चारों parameters, all these 4 parameters, you should be comfortable on. You should be able to listen exactly and comfortably what the other person is saying in English. You should be able to speak in English. You should be able to write in English, and you should be able to read in English. So on all these 4 parameters, you should be comfortable for this language. And today I will be discussing with you certain tips on how you can improve your spoken English. Because in LSWR, most of the time in your career, you will be required to speak. बहुत many times I've seen students who say that ma'am I can read or I can understand, but problem आती है बोलने में. We are hesitant. Even students from English background, they feel hesitant, in speaking in English. So today we will be discussing about various tips which will help you to overcome your hesitation of speaking in English language. So as you can see, English has fast become the most widely used language in the world of trade and commerce over the past decade or so. As a result, having an excellent knowledge of English for business has become vital for success in an employee's career. So now it has become a very widely used, a very common language. It is, you can say English is like a professional language which is accepted everywhere, wherever you go. In trade and commerce means business. In the world of business, English is accepted as a very professional language. So whatever is your area of work, at whatever level you are working, you have to have good knowledge of English language, and it is very important for success in a employee's career. Practicing speaking is one of the most fun and rewarding parts of learning English. Once you can speak even a little English, there are loads of ways to improve your skills quickly while having tons of fun. Now, while you're learning English, आपने अगर थोड़ा सा भी सीख लिया, उसके बेसिक्स सीख लिए, थोड़ा सा ग्रामर उसका आपने समझ लिया, so while you are practicing, it will be a lot of fun for you because it is not at all a difficult language to practice. It is very easy, and wherever you will look around you, even while you are there on internet, Facebook, Instagram, which is very common with you people, so wherever you will see, everything is in English only. तो आप ऑलरेडी उस मीडियम में हो, आप ऑलरेडी उस एनवायरनमेंट में हो, सो आपके लिए वो चीज सीखना, इट बिकम्स वेरी इजी एंड इन अ वेरी फन वे यू कैन लर्न इंग्लिश. English tops the internet in number of users and is also a top language in tech. And you have to be tech savvy to do well in the workplace, whether this means being able to put together Excel sheets, do a conference call, research and fact check data, or use social media successfully. So it is a very important and common language of the technology world. And you have to be tech savvy. That means you have to have good knowledge of internet and computers, all these things. So whether you have to work in Excel sheets or MS Word, or you have to make PowerPoint slides, or whether you have to do a conference call, or if you have to do some research on some data, whatever it is, or you have to work on social media, that is LinkedIn or Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever. In all these platforms, English is used. English is a common language which is used over there. So it will, it is very, very important to understand and learn this language. Business English is important for effective communication. You cannot deliver a presentation to your team or be in charge of a board meeting if you speak in your native tongue and if no one else in that room speaks that language. So you need to speak the common tongue well, so you can translate your thoughts and ideas into coherent, clear, and logical sentences that everyone can understand and respond to. Like I said, if you're working in business, you cannot survive without knowing this language. It is business English. It is an important part of effective communication. And you cannot deliver an effective PowerPoint presentation or whichever presentation you plan to give to a board meeting, or if you are speaking to a group of people, maybe to your team members also, unless and until everybody in the room understands one common language, and most of the time that common language is English only. So you have to have good knowledge of this language. Just having a great idea isn't enough. You have to successfully express it to your audience. So even if you have great idea about something in your mind, that is not enough. You have to successfully express that idea in a language that is understood by all, and so that your audience can understand you. So to be successful, you have to speak, and to speak, you have to know the language English. Now, working in an office means teamwork and collaboration. You have to work with so many people in a teamwork and collaborative manner. Even if you are an introvert, that is, someone who prefers to spend more time alone, you will have to interact with other colleagues. And that will be difficult if you don't know the language they speak very well. In a worst case scenario, it may even lead to misunderstandings that might put your job at stake. So see, whenever you're working in office, and even if you are an introvert, by introvert we mean those people who like to spend time more with themselves, who like to be alone, who don't like to interact much with people. But even in that kind of scenario, you will have to talk to people, you will have to interact, because कहीं पे भी आप अकेले तो काम नहीं कर सकते. You will have to work in a team, in collaboration. और उस सिचुएशन में अगर आपको लैंग्वेज नहीं आती या लैंग्वेज ठीक से समझ में नहीं आती, इट विल लीड टू लॉट ऑफ मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग्स. Your team members are saying something in English, you are not able to understand. What will happen? Miscommunication, misunderstanding, misinterpretation. So to avoid all this, you should have good knowledge of English language. Similarly, you need to know the right people to get the best job or a promotion at work. For that, you need superior networking skills. Learning business English helps you to develop both your language and interpersonal skills. Also, for promotion at work, for maintaining a good network with other professionals, you should have really good knowledge of business English. And this language will help you also to develop good, when you're interacting with people, it will help you to develop good interpersonal skills. That is skills, your skills with other people, how you're talking with them, how you're interacting with them, your communication with them. So on that front also, it is very, very important. Ultimately, it will help you to adequately express and represent yourself in front of other people. So basically, the more knowledge you have of this language, it will help you to express yourself really well to a crowd of people and represent yourself really well. So that way, it is very, very important to have knowledge of English. English has now become a global language for business all over the world to such an extent that it is the standard official language in certain industries, such as the shipping and airline industries. So, as I told you in the beginning of this presentation, when I gave you the introduction, I told you that English has become, it is a global language now. And in fact, in certain industries like shipping industry, airline industry, it is the most basic prerequisite that they say that that industry runs on this language itself. It is their official language. It has resulted in the knowledge of English being a near mandatory requirement for critical jobs such as airline pilots and naval officers, etc. So it is almost near mandatory, means almost compulsory requirement. Apart from having an impressive command of spoken English, today's competitive corporate culture demands an equally impressive command of written English as well. So it's not just speaking, like I told you, if you remember, LSWR. So here they are talking about written component. So not just speaking is important, written English is equally important, because many a times you will be required to, draft mails, make documents, make reports, all these things. वो सब आपको जब इंग्लिश में करना पड़ेगा तो आपको उसकी नॉलेज होनी चाहिए लैंग्वेज की. So it is mainly because almost all forms of business communication, such as emails, presentations, sales and marketing, and even corporate legal documentation, are now carried out in English. Even legal documentation, everything, all this is carried out in English. So you have to have really good knowledge of this language. So now let's get to the tips which will really help you, to improve your spoken English. So the first tip is talk to yourself. So whenever you are at home or alone, wherever you are, you can practice your English with your favorite person, that is you. If you're already thinking in English, try speaking your thoughts out aloud. Read out loud too. Practice is practice. And even if you don't have anyone to correct your mistakes, just the act of speaking out loud will help you become more comfortable in speaking English. So now see, if you have to practice English really, so what you can do is whenever you are alone, you are at home, you are in your room, wherever you are, and you have some thoughts in your mind, just start speaking. Don't judge yourself. Don't be in a hurry. Don't worry about the mistakes, but just start speaking. So initial जो एक first step होता है, जो एक hurdle होता है, you will overcome that by doing this. And you have to practice and practice. So what you can do is, कोई भी एक simple सा topic you can think of, any easy topic on which you have knowledge, anything you are comfortable on speaking, and then first in your mind you think about the points what you are going to speak. You can also write down short points about that topic, और उसके बाद you start speaking in English. See the points, make sentences, and what you can do is First you think of the words, then from those words you make sentences, and from those sentences you make paragraph. So this is how we start learning step by step. You cannot just expect कि एक दिन में आपको सब आ जाएगा. No, but आपको वो एक दिन कहीं ना कहीं start करना पड़ेगा सीखने के लिए. So this is a very simplest way of starting over. That is, start speaking. If you already, if you have thoughts, lot of thoughts in your mind in English, then also you can speak. And speaking out loud will help you become very comfortable in this language. It will also help you to overcome your shyness. It will improve your communication and improve your pronunciation and your overall confidence. So जब आपको धीरे धीरे confidence आने लगेगा आपको उसमें, you'll start enjoying this process of learning English. So it will really help you that way. So you can practice this skill. Second is use a mirror. Whenever you can, take a few minutes out of your day to stand in front of the mirror and speak. Choose a topic, set a timer for 2-3 minutes and just talk. So हमारा first step था where we are just speaking out loud. Second is we are standing in front of the mirror. Okay. So by standing in front of the mirror, we are pretending कि हमारे सामने audience है. हम अपने आप को देख रहे हैं, हमें लगता है कोई और भी है हमारे साथ रूम में. And then when we are speaking, it will give you another level of confidence. The point of this exercise is to watch your mouth, your face, and body language as you speak. It also makes you feel like you're talking to someone. So you can pretend you're having a discussion with someone. If you get stuck on a word you don't know, try expressing your idea in a different way. You can always look up how to say that word after the 2-3 minutes end. This will definitely help you to find out what kinds of words or sentences you have trouble with. So when you are speaking, when you are practicing, it will help you to pretend that somebody's there. And even if you get stuck on some idea, on some word or some expression, anything, try to express it in a different way. Don't just get stuck over there. And try to speak. This will also help you to understand on what words, at what turns, at what points you are stucking. So this will help you to overcome your limitations. And after doing this exercise, take a pause, reevaluate your mistakes, and then again you start speaking. So second time when you will speak, you will see more confidence in your ability. So once you start doing this practice, of speaking, first of all, speaking out your thoughts, and then second, standing in front of the mirror and speaking on a particular topic, you will see a lot of improvement in your confidence level as well as your language after a few days. You have to continuously do this exercise and you will definitely see improvement in your speaking also, your gestures, your confidence and your overall personality, and you will feel more and more interested to learn this language. The third point says, record your own voice and listen for pronunciation mistakes. So many people are conscious to hear the sound of their voice and avoid listening to themselves speak. However, this is a very important exercise because doing it will help you become conscious of the mistakes you are making. So if you are, conscious of the mistakes that you are making, if you are shy about listening to yourself, if you're nervous, like how you will sound and all. So the simplest way of doing that is, you are your favorite person, as I already said. So the simplest way of doing it is record your voice. So by recording your voice, because we are our best judges, we know best our strengths and as well as our weaknesses. So by recording the voice, you will see it yourself how you are sounding. Are you sounding confident? Are you sounding pleasant? Are you sounding very nervous? Are you taking a lot of pauses? Is your voice very high, too loud or shrill? Or are you speaking with low energy? How do you speak in general? And by listening to yourself, when you will analyze, when you will go through it, you will try to make good changes in your way of speaking, at least when you are with others professionally. So this will help you to overcome whatever problems or limitations you have in your speaking. And this will also help you to improve your pronunciation, because many a times, it might happen that you are not aware about the mistakes which you are doing while speaking, and it is a very common problem. So nothing to feel bad about it. The only thing which you can do is record, listen, see the problem, make a change, again speak, record, listen, see if the improvement is there. If it is there, very good. If not, again make the change, and till the time you don't improve, keep on doing this practice again and again and again. So it will really help you to and then you will become very comfortable also. After 3-4 times when you do this exercise of listening to yourself, you will become more comfortable with hearing your voice if you are conscious of your voice. And again you will start having a lot of fun, because once you get a positive feedback, you get a positive result, you want to improve more and more for your betterment. So it will really make you a better speaker by doing this exercise. The next point says use technology. A smartphone can be a powerful tool for learning languages. Use it to record yourself speaking and then listen back to see how your English sounds to other people. Make the most of all your favorite productivity apps to organize your practice time and make a note of all the new words you learn. So students nowadays are very much aware of latest technological apps, and there are so many apps available now at your disposal. So now you can, whichever app is you find comfortable working on, record your voice. You can even make a short video of yourself, and you will see how you are speaking, how you are behaving in front of the camera, how that will be like a practice of speaking in front of the audience. So it will help you to improve, it will help you to see your mistakes, and it will help you to improve likewise. Learn to listen. Listen to news bulletins and songs in English to listen to the pronunciation of words. Listening to cricket commentary in English is also a proven way to understand and learn the language. You can also learn new words and expressions this way. The more you listen, the more you learn. Try copying what you hear to practice your pronunciation and learn which words in a sentence are stressed. Listen to radio in English. So in this listening thing, I have given many examples to you. Like you can listen to news bulletins. You can listen to songs also in English. Then you can listen to cricket commentary. You can also listen to English radio. So when you are listening, and when you are in that kind of environment, you will absorb lot of things. You will absorb lot of knowledge, lot of skills, skillful way of speaking, and it will become very natural for you when you will be speaking yourself, because you will try to copy that kind of accent or copy that kind of way of speaking. So this is a very good point and very good way of practicing. That is by keeping yourself in that environment. Like if you have to learn English, keep yourself totally immersed in an environment of English language, where you are listening to English songs, or you're even watching English movies with those subtitles at the end in the below, which you are reading the subtitles also, and you're doing that. You are listening to cricket commentary. Everybody likes to watch cricket, so you listen to cricket commentary in English, and you listen to radio also, because on radio they don't just play the songs, they also speak. So, and that speaking is like an interaction, a very interesting interaction with a lot of jokes and stories and all. So it will help you to understand what are the various ways of speaking. It will also help you to improve your pronunciation, and it will also help, definitely it will help you to improve your vocabulary. So this is you should very keenly you should follow this point of learning to listen. Read out loud daily for 15-20 minutes. Read the newspaper or a magazine out to yourself. You could even find a script for your favorite TV show and act it out. This is a great way to practice pronunciation, because you only need to concentrate on making sure your English sounds great and don't need to worry about sentence structure or grammar. Research has shown that it takes about 3 months of daily practice to develop strong mouth muscles for speaking a new language. Whenever you are learning a new language, you have to use your mouth, your tongue, your lips. For each language, it is used differently. So with daily practice of about 3 months, You will develop strong mouth muscles, for speaking a new language. And you can read newspaper, magazines, English if you have. Even if you don't have, if you have any English storybook at your place, at your home, wherever, or on internet also, you can read. But the basic idea behind this is reading for 15-20 minutes daily loudly will help you to develop your mouth muscles to speak that language. It is a very very effective way to practice pronunciation, because you are concentrating on making sure your English sounds great, and you don't have to worry about making a grammatically correct sentence or structure. You're just focusing on pronunciation, you're just focusing on speaking. So this point will also really help you out, but you will have to practice it daily. And after 3 months, you will see that you have developed good mouth muscles to speak this language. Word power. Learn a new word every day. Choose a word you would like to work on and practice it in different sentences. Use the word until you have learned it and keep using it regularly. Make a list of such new words as and when possible, and try to use these words when you are communicating in English. This helps you to make your language richer. Now, once we overcome our initial hesitation of speaking in English by reading loudly, by practicing in front of mirror, by recording our voice and listening, or by listening to other things like cricket commentary, English songs and all, you have to also build your vocabulary side by side. And how you can do it? A very simple method of doing that is that each day at least learn, they are saying one, I would say 5 words, at least 5-10 words you should, new words you should learn. You should make sentences with those words, and you should practice those words. So by doing this, you are making your own small dictionary, your own vocabulary dictionary, and this will be adding like a building block to your language content. And this knowing new vocabulary will also help you to write down, for written communication as well as for your oral communication. So overall, if we see, it will make your language very rich, very solid, very interesting, and you will also learn how to express yourself in different words, different expressions. So this will be a very good practice for you. Use a dictionary. Of course, online dictionaries often have audio examples, so you can check your pronunciation, and there are lots of great dictionary apps that you can take everywhere with you on your smartphone. Make sure not to become too reliant on these tools, though. Have a go at saying the words first, then check afterwards to see if you were right. So instead of searching for the word and then speaking it, initially I would suggest you speak the word and see उसका मीनिंग वही है ना जो मैंने बोला. So even if you do mistakes initially, you will develop a lot of confidence and your vocabulary will improve like anything. And nowadays, you have online dictionaries. Everybody carries a smartphone. So Google it, download one dictionary. You will also come to know about, dictionaries mostly also help you for pronunciation of the word. So even if you get stuck at some word, you don't know how to pronounce it, you can check its pronunciation then and there, and accordingly you can use it in your sentences. So, and nobody can ever come to know about your weakness or your limitation of not knowing the English language or having hesitation in speaking the language, unless and until you show that hesitation. So, you practice all these points very diligently. You have to practice these points on daily basis, and definitely you will see an improvement in yourself. Now, these are small quick tips I've given, like you can use YouTube. For various videos are available on YouTube to practice English language. Focus on removing the mother tongue influence and the Indianisms that creep into your English conversations. So our country is a very rich country. We have a lot of different cultures, and we have a lot of states and this and that, and different regional languages also. Because of this, what happens is when we speak in English, our mother tongue influence, whether it is anything from whichever state you are, you will notice that kind of, that using those pronunciations, it will reflect in your English also. So you have to focus on removing the mother tongue influence. A very basic example of that is sure and sir. So it is sure, not sore. Okay, so this is one example. So you have to make sure that you are removing all these mother tongue influences from your speech. Watch the English news on television channels like Star World, CNN, BBC, and English movies on Star Movies and HBO. So these are some few of the channels which you can see on your cable TV, on your dish TV, whatever is there, where you can see, English news, English serials, and English movies. And you can also watch a lot of English content on YouTube also. Books to help you improve your English. These are English grammar and composition by Renan Martin. Now, this book by Renan Martin, it is like the Bible of English language. So, if you can get access to this, and it is there on online also, so you can go through this. Essential English Grammar by Murphy, Spoken English by R.K. Bansal and J.B. Harrison. Forget the fear and start to speak, speak, speak. So whatever fear you have in mind, you have to remove that fear. You don't have to focus on the fear. You just have to focus on speaking, speaking, speaking. Because if you remember, the first tip itself was speak. Read English books, newspapers and magazines. Watch English news, TV shows, movies, preferably with subtitles. As I've already said, मूवीज विद सबटाइटल्स, जिसमें नीचे पूरा वो डायलॉग सब लिखा आता है. इफ यू वॉच इट, सो आप सुन भी रहे हो, आप पढ़ भी रहे हो. यू आर डूइंग टू थिंग्स एट द सेम टाइम. यू आर रीडिंग एंड you are listening. So you can practice this way also your English language. So you have seen today a lot many points I have discussed with you, and in further interactions I will also be sharing with you very rich content about how you can improve your vocabulary and how you can use interesting phrases and all in your conversations, which will make your language really rich. So students, I would sincerely request you to follow all these steps which I have mentioned today with you, what all the steps which I have shared. So this will really help you to overcome whatever hesitation you have, and you will definitely improve your communication. Your knowledge of English language will surely improve if you follow all these points mentioned over here. So I wish you all the best, and it is not at all difficult to learn this language. As I said, you just take the first step and start speaking, and then everything will fall into place. Don't worry about that, because the only thing important is that you have to start somewhere speaking. So with this, I end this session, and I wish you really all the best in your journey towards learning and improving this language. This is Professor Neha signing off, and take care of yourself. Practice a lot. If you have any questions, anything, we will discuss that in one of the sessions. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.